Guys, what is going on? Lego Man Winchester, and welcome back to another video where today I'll be comparing the Lego Harry Potter Forward Anglia from the Whomping Willow set to the Hollywood Rides Harry Potter and the 1959 Forward Anglia. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we'll firstly start with the minifig and the mold of Harry for each of these sets. So the Lego Harry Potter minifig is really cool. I really love the printing on the torso with like the blue and the red, and then at the back it also does continue that really nice checkered pattern, whereas the mold of Harry is actually quite heavy. I did not expect it to be this heavy. It's almost like a really hard plastic, and there's not too much detailing on him because he doesn't have like that checkered pattern on like his red shirt, but I definitely think he's a lot more accurate with the color scheme with the pants, because the minifig version has dark gray, whereas the sort of movie version has the same color pants as the mold. And I think the face expression is a lot more better on the minifig because it is actually quite hard to see like the scar on him, but I do really like the small detailing they have actually done to the mold, like the wand and like the detailing of like creases in both his pants and his torso, whereas the Lego Harry Potter one only has creases in his shirt, I believe. Yeah, and there's also a bit on his torso, but I definitely think the Lego minifig version has that bit more of a better design to with the detailing, but I think the mold version definitely does have a bit more better detailing with like the clothing and how accurate it does look. So now we'll individually take a look at each of the forward angulars. So first we'll start with the Lego Harry Potter one. So I really love the design for the version in Lego because they have some really nice techniques to actually create that really specific shape, and I think the color scheme in this really nice sort of aqua blue color looks really awesome, and then the white line going across here, and then I think that was a print, I'm not 100% sure, of like the white line on the door, but it really doesn't look white. It's almost like this sort of a light, like a dark white color, and it just doesn't really match up with the rest of the white, but I do really love the design overall. And I also really like the play feature of opening up the boot and then closing it, and then also the number plate here. But my favorite part would probably be the color scheme, which is actually quite accurate. But my favorite part about the mold, which the Lego version doesn't actually do, is that it does have a lot more of an accurate color scheme in like this sort of a bluish color. It is actually quite hard to explain it, but I also really love the sort of rust or dirt effect it does have on the mold, which I think the Lego one could have achieved with like a print or a sticker just on some pieces to actually show how old and sort of run down it does look. And this one is actually quite heavy. It's just like a lot more lighter than the sort of mold of Harry, but it does actually roll, which I think is really awesome. And it does roll really nice because I thought it was just going to be like a still model. You just have to display and you couldn't like move it around and all that. And then it also does have this silver line going across instead of a white line like the Lego one. And then, as well as the Lego one, it also does have a function for the doors to open. And what I really love is the detailing on both of the doors with like the sort of ways to open the window up. But it does have this really stiff opening to it. Like, you got to put some force in it to actually open it. But apart from that, I really love the inclusion of like a steering wheel and the pedals just to add that extra layer of detailing to it. And then the boot does open, but you do have to sort of have a good way to actually open it because it actually is pretty hard to open. But when you do open it up, there is some really nice space in there. And I think I don't think that one opened up. And then the bottom of it is a little plain, just like the Lego one. But it does have Harry Potter here, which I think is a really nice inclusion. But I really love the detailing on the front here. And it does have Harry Potter on the back there instead of a number plate. So both of these versions of the forward angular have some similarities and differences, as well as having better functions or better color scheme. So it's definitely really hard to decide which one is better because both of them do have some better features than the other one. For instance, I think the color scheme for the Ford Anglia is a little more better than the Lego one, whereas the Lego one has a bit more of a better version of Harry for the detailing on his torso. And then the Harry one does have a bit more of an accurate design for his pants. So there's a lot of different sort of ways you could decide which one is better. And I would say the Ford Anglia for the Hollywood rides is better than the Lego one just because of the color scheme and the small detailing included with like the steering wheels, the pedals and all that. And then as well as the sort of dirt effect and like the sort of rust effect to give that sort of realistic feel to it. Whereas the Lego one, it just looks sort of cartoonish in a way because I definitely think Lego could have actually included like a dirt effect on the Lego version with like some stickers or prints, whereas the Lego minifig is a tad more better than the mold of Harry just because of the detailing and the sort of level of detailing he does have with like his torso print as well as like the glasses and the scar. So I would say the Ford Anglia for the mold is better, whereas the Lego Harry Potter minifig is better than the mold. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions on the Lego and the model version of the Harry Potter 1959 Ford Anglia. So I would definitely love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below, as well as hearing the one you would prefer. So as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video and connect you. So goodbye!